In order to do this, you will need some adapters. So for the older MacBook Air, I'm going to use this Thunderbolt to Ethernet adapter. Now on the newer MacBook Pro with USB-C connectors, you're going to want to get a USB-C 2 gigabit Ethernet adapter. Now I don't have that available, so the very next best thing I have is this Thunderbolt dock, which I'm going to use to connect up to the MacBook Pro. So I'm just going to connect up this dock using the Thunderbolt 3 cable that I'm going to plug in right here, and then the other end will plug into any Thunderbolt USB-C connector on the MacBook Pro. And now the last thing you need for this method is a Ethernet cable. Now I really like this retractable Category 6 network cable. It's worked out great. It's retractable, and the cable is so thin, as you can see here. Okay, so now I'm going to hook everything up and we'll get started with the process on each computer. Okay, now that we have everything hooked up, we can verify that there is indeed a network Ethernet connection between the two Mac computers by clicking on the Mac logo, System Preferences, then go to Network, and we see here the first icon is the Ethernet logo, and then we see that it says USB LAN, and we see here that it is connected. It has a self-assigned IP address, which is just fine. So now we can get started with the data migration process between the old computer and the new computer. So the first thing you want to do is go on your old computer, click on Finder. Next, you want to click on Applications, scroll down to Utilities, and then Migration Assistant. Double click that, and now what it's going to do is actually close all your applications and log you off of your Mac. So you definitely want to save any work you're working on before you do this, and it will bring you up to this screen. You're going to want to select Continue. It will prompt you for your password, so go ahead and enter your password. And on this step of the Migration Assistant, it says, how do you want to transfer your information? So you want to select to another Mac, because we are transferring the data from this Mac to another Mac, which is the one on the right here. So at this point, just go ahead and hit Continue. And now this laptop is set up to be discoverable by the Migration Assistant. Now we're going to go to the Mac laptop that you're going to transfer the data to, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to bring up the Migration Assistant by clicking Finder, Applications, Utilities, and then Migration Assistant. Next, you'll hit Continue, enter the password. Okay, so on the screen it says, how do you want to transfer your information? We're going to select from a Mac, which is going to be the one on the left here. Now, before we continue with the transfer, I highly recommend that you plug in both laptops using a power adapter so that your laptop won't turn off in the middle of the transfer, because it could take a while, even hours, to transfer all your data depending on how much data you have. So once you've done that, go ahead and hit Continue. And on this screen, you should see the old Mac listed as available right there. Go ahead and click on the icon for that Mac and hit Continue. Now it's going to show a code on both Macs, and you want to verify that this code is the same on both Macs. So in order to continue, you're going to want to click on Continue on your old Mac, which is the one we're transferring from. And on this screen on the left, we see that it's looking for applications and documents to transfer. It's kind of very light, but it does say current connection is Ethernet, which is using the faster connections, not using Wi-Fi. It is in fact using the faster Ethernet connection. So here's where you select all the information you'd like to transfer, and you're gonna click Continue. And again, you could totally do this using Wi-Fi, except it's gonna be much slower. Even just to get to this screen is gonna take a long time. So you'll be able to select what you want to transfer over. The options are Applications, your user profile, other files and folders, and System and Network settings. Okay, so here we see that we have about 26 gigabytes in applications, and if we click on the arrow to the left of the user profile, we kind of see a breakdown of the different folders that will be transferred over, and you can go ahead and uncheck and check whatever you want to transfer over, but you have an idea of how much data in each folder there is, which is really great. So for example, pictures have 5 gigs, whereas the desktop has 140 gigs. So I'm going to go ahead and transfer everything. So at this point, I'm going to hit Continue and resolve any conflicts that it presents me with, such as whether to replace or create a new user profile in this with the information from the old one, or it might also ask you to set a password for a particular user. So go ahead and click Continue and take care of that. And the process is going to start up. And now we see here the time remaining, and we see it on both screens. The screen on the left tells us that it's about 45 minutes remaining, and the screen on the right gives us more information, such as the data rate and so on. And we see it just jumped up to 60 megabytes per second. So that's really great. It's getting closer to that 70 something that it was sample that. All right, so I'm just gonna leave this going, and right now it's 11:07 p.m. and I'm gonna come back in a little while and take a look at the progress, and hopefully it'll be done by then, and then we can go ahead and wrap up this video. The migration completed successfully. Down the right here, the new computer, the Mac is configuring a few things, and it should let us log in to our account that has been migrated over with all our files and settings, and I'll be able to start using my new Mac with all my old data files in place. All right, so you should see a migration summary at the very end. It'll list a few warnings as well as some incompatible software that it might have encountered. So once it's done, you can go ahead and click on continue. And now we see here that the migration has completed, and we can go ahead and hit done. All right, so that does it for my video. I hope it helped you out. If you have any questions at all, comment down below and I'll try my best to answer your question. Until the next video, see you then.